You know what, my love?
What?
I think it's time that BooVille TV takes a fiendish field trip.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Where?
Well, it just so happens that there is a 365-day-a-year Halloween store here in Jacksonville, Florida.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I'm Sean,
I'm Aubrey.
and you're watching BooVille TV.
Welcome back to BooVille TV. Today we actually took a little field trip to a local year-long Halloween store, if you couldn't tell by the intro.
Oh, yeah.
In which we said we did exactly that.
One of many soon-to-be fiendish field trips.
Yes.
Location.
We had previously been in contact with the owner of the store, letting them know, we were going to come by, if it was cool if we recorded and whatnot. She never got back to us because she was out of town. However, we went today anyways, and there was another wonderful lady, working the store, and she let us walk around and record
She made
video.
the phone call.
Yeah, she did call.
When we told her who we were, what we were doing, she got on the phone real quick. She didn't see a problem with it, but she wanted to check with the owner, who was at a Kid Rock concert, probably getting, So, yeah. Meanwhile, the store is absolutely amazing for... We theorized on the way to the location that it would probably wind up being, a costume rental store or something like that. And only during Halloween do they come out with Halloween-y things. Boy, were we wrong.
Oh, so very.
Now, we were told that through the most part of the year, they have a lot of college kids that come in for, different themed parties that you crazy kids in college have. I remember when it was just, toga parties, and that was pretty much it. Or corn oil parties.
No.
Swimming pool full of food.
No.
So.
But, yeah, she made the call, and we went in, and we walked around, took some really cool video. We were very surprised to find that they did have, Halloween-y decor. And I was really excited about lots of the different makeup prosthetics.
Yeah, they have a lot.
Oh, yeah. A lot of ones you don't usually see. And, we spent a good maybe hour just looking around at stuff.
Wandering around, taking video. There'll be a montage at the end of this video. The owner wasn't there, so we weren't able to actually interview her, which we may do at a future, we're going to, we're going to interview her on a future date. One of the special effects gurus locally that BooVille TV just happens to be friend with, Woodley Special Effects. Jay Woodley teaches a special effects class at the Halloween store several times each month. So we wanted to give Woodley Special Effects a plug, and maybe we can actually get him on BooVille TV as a guest and talk about how he got into doing special effects. He's actually done special effects for a couple of indie films, and he has truly made his spooky life his career, and he followed his dreams, and much like we're doing with this low budget piece of crap. But more about the store.
Now, we were informed that this past Halloween, they were almost completely wiped out of inventory, and then they were still working on rebuilding their stock and their inventory and getting things in the store once more. So they.
But yet the whole store was full of shit.
Yes, but she did apologize for not having apparently as much as they normally do, which was fine. They still had a lot of great stuff in there. We didn't notice. Yeah, there's even like Christmas costumes.
Yeah, ugly sweaters.
All sorts of various different things for all sorts of different times of the year.
An extensive wall of masks.
Oh yeah.
Really, really cool masks.
Really nice masks, yeah.
The Halloween section. Oh, we were also informed that they're going to, for the first part of the year or the majority of the year, they're going to change it to Jacksonville costumes. So people realize that, they can get costumes there. And the interesting thing was, and I was really surprised that I figured in order to stay in business, they did costume rentals and this, that, and the other. They really don't. The young lady informed us that, they'll rent tuxes and like Spider-Man and Superman costumes, but most of their business is a lot of college kids. Different themed parties, the 80s, 70s. As you'll see in the little walkthrough montage, it's just a wall-to-wall-to-wall costumes. Now, specifically for horror hounds and you ghouls and ghoulinas out there, if you're in the Jacksonville area, she did inform us that around the Halloween season, it completely explodes. Now, the Halloween section, per se, was, and I will say sadly, relegated to sort of the back part of the store. But some great stuff nonetheless. And from what they had out in July, I can only imagine how much more this is going to get closer to the Halloween season. And personally, I'm looking forward to acquiring even more for the decor of the crypt.
Well, of course.
There were several. They had a set of clear skeleton pitcher goblet things. I want to say it was like a 4 or 5 piece set.
Yeah, it was a 5-piece set.
5-piece
One pitcher,
set.
4 glasses.
Yeah, for $20, and you can't beat that.
No, you can't.
Really interesting fun if you're one of those people that for the Halloween season like to completely do up your yard. They have, the big 5-foot jumping spiders. They have really cool, full-size, not mannequins, but full-size animatronic type figures, tote bags, and we did wind up getting a couple of things for the crypt. More about that in a minute. It is a bit of a drive from us, from where we are here in the crypt to the store. It was about a 55-minute, almost an hour drive. They are near the beach. They're on Beach Boulevard, and when I say near the beach, I mean damn near almost right at the beach.
Yeah.
And they're inside of a little shopping plaza. The sign outside says Halloween Express, and the staff, or at least the young lady that we spoke to, could not have been more helpful. It is a place to go to, even for those of you who are not 24/7, 365 days a year horror hounds like we are. If you have a pirate party, if you have a toga party, an 80s party, a 70s party, a tacky sweater party, they have what you're looking for. And then, as Aubrey said, the prosthetics.
Oh, yeah.
Yawny. The prosthetics that they have and the makeup that they have is very, very good. The one thing that I did notice that they don't have, and this is where the costumer and me, and when we do our things, and maybe it's different during Halloween, but I didn't notice any Maron or Ben Nye. They were the standard packaged
Well,
prosthetics and costume pieces that were on the cheap, which is a good thing for those of you who are on a budget that aren't at the level of, Mr. Woodley or a professional FX person.
well, here's the thing with that though. A lot of the pop-up Halloween stores don't carry the higher-end makeup products.
That's true too. They all have cream-based.
A lot of them are like Ruby's brand and stuff like that, and Horror FX I think is one of the brands.
That within 5 seconds of the Florida heat is going to wash off on you. I mean, when you do a makeup, you're going to need a good setting spray prior to and after the application of the makeup, the appliances, whatever. We do Klingon stuff. So to do and blend a headpiece, to do the makeup, even if it's original series Klingon, and you're trying to match that deep, deep, deep brown pancake makeup, well, if you just put pancake makeup on your face and you powder it through, it'll last for a little while, but under lights or the Florida heat, you're going to wind up melting into your costume and ruining probably expensive costuming. So you really do need a good setting spray prior to the application of the makeup and the prosthetics and afterwards. So it actually sets the makeup in place. But for those of you who don't go as deep into it as we do, the store has, everything you could possibly think of.
Oh yeah.
On a yearly basis. And as I said before, excuse me while I scratch my eyebrow, I can only imagine what it's going to look like at Halloween, and we will probably revisit this place at Halloween. We do want to do an interview with the owner. As I said, she was at a Kid Rock concert getting her beverages or whatever on. I genuinely can't say enough about this store. There are 2 other costume stores in Jacksonville that we frequent, but honestly,
they don't have anything Halloween. They're costumes and dancewear.
Yeah. I have a funny feeling that when it comes to some of the parties that we may throw or some of the things that we may go to, accessories, even though it's a drive and the gas, but I have a funny feeling that we're going to wind up frequenting them more than the other place.
Yeah.
You're yawning.
Well, don't point it out.
They can see it with the...
My mouth.
And you look like a Japanese who swallowed a lemon. So, before we left, we couldn't leave the place without procuring a couple of items just here for the decor of the crypt. And we're going to go ahead and talk about those now. And I'll let Aubrey talk about our little... I was going to say our little life, and it's actually advertised as a lifelike little friend.
Yes, little baddie friend.
You know, upside down.
No, he's not.
No, hang on upside down so they
Oh,
can
I
see.
thought you said he was. Just a little rubber bat.
But a rubber bat, the texture and feel that with the beans, he feels like a little creature.
I didn't know bats were filled with beans. But
No, not real bats are filled with, but I'm saying he was marketed as a lifelike little buddy, and he feels...
He's soft, he's squishy. Doesn't have a weird smell like most rubber things. And the paint job's pretty decent. It's pretty cute. I like him. We're going to hang him somewhere in the crypt from his little tail.
Yeah, he's adorable.
We need to name him.
We smell everything. How about... Herman is the actual real fuck you spider that lives in the corner and kills bugs.
Yeah.
Cletus is a skeleton that I've had since I was, 15 years ago. Dennis is the other skeleton that we have. He kind of looks like
Humphrey?
a Humphrey or an Agnew.
Humphrey.
Humphrey. And Humphrey will be placed like so somewhere here in the crypt. One of the things, speaking of the crypt, one of the things that we had been wanting to do for a while was to do a wall or an area of like creepy masks. And I don't know if you can see it above us. I don't think so. I don't think the camera goes above that. But we have a small section that's almost like an isosceles triangle that goes like this and gets wider simply because of where we are. And something about this particular mask is just creepy. I mean, well,
It honestly kind of makes me think of Psyched by the 40 Witch. Looked like a flashlight behind it.
yeah, I something about this, and for me, this reminds me of the costumes that we had in the 70s and 80s. You remember the not polyester, what am I trying to say? The styrene PVC vinyl. The PVC smocks and the masks that had the little slit that you couldn't breathe through, and you told your parents, I can't breathe, and they tell you, oh, you're Dracula, put your mask down. That's what this reminds me of. It's a thin material. It was only about $4, but it has that retro, and it's the Halloween version of Mini Pearl. It's got that retro Halloween kitsch. So to start our wall of masks, we got this wonderful little creepy mask here with, a very small slit for the mouth, and two, you can't breathe through the nose hole slits for the mouth, or for the nose. The other thing that we purchased that was only about $7, and then we got to tell you about the discount that we got, which, again, thank you very much to the Halloween Express in Jacksonville. We got a wonderful horror motel arrow sign. And that is probably going to go on an area here on the walls of the crypt that point to our bedroom. Simply because it's just, and I like the fact it was discounted to start with. There was a little flaw on one side of it. There's, a plastic hole that's been opened up. But it's so, it's so cheesy.
Yeah.
And it's plastic that it's perfect for us. It looks run down. And it looks, I'm sure this was not the intention when this product was created by whomever. But it looks run down, and it looks beaten down, and it looks like something you would see in a cheesy 1970s horror film to let you know that this motel, death happens.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like one of those old Halloween decorations that your grandmother had up in her attic for about 20 years that just recently, came down. And you can see there's it has its flaws, like around the edges, some of the plastic sides are coming up, and you can see
There's
the
a lot
yellow
of chipping
underneath, and there's chipping of the paint, and it's cool, it works, it adds to it. I think it gives it character.
Yeah, it comes with a bendable wire to where you can hang it. You can see it even fell apart. But it's as simple as that much of a fix right there with my thumbnail. Horror Motel is that way. And who knows what's going to happen in the Horror Motel.
Ooh, I think I know what's going to happen in the Horror Motel.
Yeah, I have a funny feeling that I know what's going to happen in the Horror Motel.
Don't take showers.
Yeah, which also reminds me of another wonderful film that we have to review for you about when you do the right thing and you ask for help, you get punished at a
Yeah.
hotel with some really interesting death scenes. But Halloween Express in Jacksonville, Florida, I cannot say enough about this place simply because they're the only 365 day a year Halloween store. Now, granted, their Halloween inventory is limited, but
It
from
exists. It's there.
but it exists, and from the montage that you'll see at the end of this video, it is extensive. Their stuff is extensive all year round.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need pirate stuff? They got it. Do you need 1970s stuff? They got it. Do you, even for Christmas, need a horrible sweater, Hanukkah, Christmaka, Kwanzaa? They got it. Do you need Disney costumes? They have it. Do you need a Confederate kepi, which, god damn it, I wish we would have bought, because I really want one of those to warm my bald head.
I'm surprised you didn't get it.
I hinted, but you didn't pick up on the hint. You didn't pick up on the, baby, I need this.
I asked you if you wanted it, and you didn't say you wanted it, so I didn't figure that you wanted it.
Well, you know what? Tomorrow we might have to go back and get the motherfucker.
We might just have to.
Because I would wear the shit out of that bitch. So, Halloween Express, Jacksonville, Florida, for you.
I love them.
Skull
They're
rating.
great. I'm gonna give them a 7 out of 10 just because their Halloween stuff is limited, and I really wish they had more decor.
For now.
For now, it's limited, and I wish they had more decor. But who knows what all we'll get when it gets actually close to Halloween.
Oh, yeah. This is one of those moments where we agree. I give them a straight 7 out of 10. Only because we came during July. Their costuming and special effects makeup,
Extensive. So much.
very more so than the other place that we
Yeah.
frequent. I'm also knocking them just a hair, and again, it's only because we haven't been there during the Halloween season.
Yeah.
The other place that we go to does actually have the more professional makeups, Maron and top of my head,
Ben
Nye, things like that. The prosthetics that the Halloween Express in Jacksonville has is okay, and again, it's good for beginners. But for those of us that do extensive makeup work,
Well, here what I said.
a prime example, MegaCon, not this past year, but the last year. We did the Batman Rogues Gallery.
Mm-hmm.
I did the Penguin, the 1966 Penguin. If I were to go to this store, I would not have found the proper pancake makeup and setting spray and powders that I needed from what we've seen. Now, they may have things later in the year. That's the only reason I kind of drop it a little bit.
The other store has the professional makeup, but Halloween Express has more actual prosthetics.
They do. And it's sort of...
And for the prosthetics that they have, if you're not making your own prosthetics, the makeup that they do sell will work perfectly fine.
Yes. If you're a beginner.
Or if not, if you want to just get one of the pre-made prosthetics that they have, all you have to do is get some spirit gum, liquid latex, a couple of cheap makeups to blend it in, and then some fake blood, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
That works. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah. No, I agree with Aubrey. I love this store. Love this store. So, from both of us, it's a 7. Sit back, relax, and watch the following montage. We'll go ahead and end it out with that. And as always, I'm Sean.
I'm Aubrey.
And you've just been watching a wonderful... Really? You've just been watching a wonderful, another great review here on
BooVille
TV. I'm Sean from BooVille TV, and we are here at Halloween Express in Jacksonville, Florida. It's near the beach, and it is a all-year-round Halloween store. You're going to see some interesting things. They have costumes, they have home decor, they have makeup, they have prosthetics, anything that you could want. All you have to do, if you're in Jacksonville, Florida, come down straight down Beach Boulevard, almost to the beach itself. We'll post the address at the bottom of the link. So sit back, stay tuned, and just view some of the wonderful things you can get at the Halloween Express in Jacksonville, Florida, all year round. And we're probably going to walk out of here with several items.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
There, wolf.
Oh, there wolf.
Why are you talking like that?
Thought you wanted to.